But I think coming out of the weekend, you were looking at a certain tweet which suggested that maybe there's a new GOAT in time. He's in town. He's always been among the GOATs, but maybe now he's the head kid.
Well, I just thought it was interesting. Like, Eddie Brennan has played with, Jizzy's probably played with 3 of the greatest hurlers. No, 4 to 5 of the greatest hurlers of all time in DJ, Henry, probably Tommy Walsh, JJ Delaney, and TJ Reid. And I just thought it was really interesting. And before anybody at me or anything like that, there's loads more I could add to that list, but they're the 5 I picked out. But I just thought it was interesting that Eddie tweeted over the yesterday during the Shamrocks game. He says, TJ is the GOAT. He said, now the time is up on this argument. The greatest hurler with the greatest hurling brain. I just thought it was interesting for a guy who's played with all those players, and particularly Henry would be the one that would stand out. Henry would be widely acknowledged by a lot of people as the greatest of all time. But the longer TJ Reid's career goes on, the better he gets. Like, there was probably some doubts about him this year, particularly after that taking off at halftime against Galway, and he ends up being nominated for Hurler of the Year. That catch in the middle of the park yesterday, Richie made a clearance, and just a joke, like, he's coming from another parish and his hand goes in and he ends up. The only disappointing thing was that he didn't put over the free. He ruined that moment of, he did something brilliant, but unfortunately he didn't finish it off, and it was a rare miss. But the longer TJ Reid's career goes on, the better he gets, and I think the better he will be remembered. And I definitely think it's becoming less of a 60-40 in Henry's favor. It's even probably, it's 50-50 really. And maybe it's just a recency bias now because we're seeing TJ, and in the last couple of years, particularly, he's doing it with club and county the whole year.